Super Saiyan, baby! Kinda for a split second. Hello everyone, welcome to another video where we talk about nothing but Dragon Ball Daima. We're back on the normal day of Sunday, so let's just hop into it. So this episode starts off with Panzy, you know, kind of like asking some questions like, hey, how are you that strong? Goku's like, I trained. And it's like, hey, you don't have pointy ears. Where are you from? It's like, and then Gloria's like, second demon world. It's like, thank you for the save. Meanwhile, with the soldiers that were beaten up in the last episode, they want to find Goku. And Panzy joins the team, kind of, but not really, but kind of. I mean, Glorio's like, no, leave. And she still just follows them along. So we encounter a split in the road, and Glorio's like, we're going this way. And then Panzy's like, no, we are going this way, because this way's faster. And then Goku and Shin are like, we will go and follow her. Alright? If it's all okay with you, we'll follow her, okay? And then Gloria's like, alright, fine, we'll follow her. And then we learn a little bit more about Panzy, and then one weird thing, which isn't really weird because, you know, she's a demon, but the internet is most definitely going to make weird, because she's like, I'm 82 years old. It's like, yeah, boy, there will be a lot of excuses online made. Oh, I can already see that happen. When I heard that, I was like, oh god. But as we go down that road, we eventually make it to the castle, and Glorio is basically like, well, the king is kind of like a mafia boss, kind of like that. That's, I guess, what we're supposed to be expecting. Meanwhile, with Goma, because, right, he's the main bad guy of the show, he basically reveals that he wants Dende to make a new set of Dragon Balls, because then he can make wishes without needing to fight those knights that they have. So the main gang goes up to the door, and then it's like, are you going to be allowed in? It's like, we get to the guards, and it's like, I'm Glorio, I want in. It's like, who are the brats behind you? And then the Panzy comes from that. Who are you calling a brat? It's like, oh, princess! It's like, oh, so you are King Kaden's daughter. Would have been nice if you said that beforehand, but alright, whatever. Let's go. So they get granted entry, and we meet the king. Finally, took us 5 episodes, but we meet the king. And he basically doesn't believe that Goku is stronger enough in order to do the job, because the fact that he looks like a kid. He even later on, after Goku's like, I saved your daughter, was like, alright, when all this said and done, I will agree on you marrying my daughter. And then Goku's like, no need, my friend, I already have a wife with 2 kids. And they're both in shock. And then they get the reveal like, yeah, we were turned into kids. We were actually adults. Like, oh, that explains everything. And then the king is like, so I kind of want you to beat Goma because of the fact that I want to take over. Because Dabura was not a good leader, but he was good enough. Goma is horrible, and he will make everything worse. And I won't. So I'll just take over. Simple as that. But of course, as always with things like this, the main man wants to have a wee demonstration of Goku's strength. So Goku gets ready to have a little bit of a fight. He's got a bunch of guys there for Goku to fight. And the king is like, hey, don't use weapons. And Goku's like, don't worry about it. Just don't make them use guns, alright? This is gonna be good training. And everyone's like, training? These are some of my best people. What do you mean, training? So Goku gets ready, he gets rid of the power pole, he jumps down there ready to fight, and he basically beats everyone up. Until they are like, let's go for his arms and legs, which they grab. And then he blasts everyone away and goes Super Saiyan for a quick second. So just like how in GT in episode 5, we got Super Saiyan for the first time, here in Dragon Ball Daima, we get Super Saiyan for the first time in episode 5. I don't care, I'm gonna see this as a reference to Dragon Ball GT, because a lot of this stuff is a reference to Dragon Ball GT. Also, Panzy kind of reminds me of a combination between Pan, obviously, because she's the little girl joining us on the adventure, and then also, later on, we get a reveal that she's good with machinery, so kind of like Bulma from the original Dragon Ball, and also kind of a little bit like Chi-Chi, because the parallel that I see here in this episode is like Chi-Chi and the Ox King. I don't know if anyone else noticed it. I haven't seen anyone online talk about it, but I also don't really watch, you know, reviews for Dragon Ball Daima episodes, because I want to go in blind, and then when I'm done, I immediately record a review, so I don't have time to watch other people's reviews. But that parallel, I very much noticed in this episode, especially also with the fact that, hey, Goku, marry my daughter. It's like, but he did marry the Ox King's daughter. But now King Kaden is completely convinced, and then he gives them a ship. He packs it with a bunch of food, because also they explained their plan of action, and that plan of action is geared at the Dragon Balls. And they are shocked, but they shouldn't. Panzy and the king are shocked, but they really shouldn't be, because, well, I mean, for us, the viewers, we should not be shocked. You don't just introduce Demon Realm Dragon Balls and not have us see what the dragon looks like. But as they are stuffing the ship, the Supreme Kai is like, hey, yeah, we got a couple of friends coming in here. However, they don't really know anything about the pin code. Can you help them? And then the king's like, no. There's not much I can do from here. And then he sees someone who, from what I gather, is an annoying person, because the king seems very adamant about wanting him gone. It's like, hey, you, come over here. I need you to go and pick up their friends. Alright? It's like, do I have to? It's like, you, what did you say? The fact that the king didn't get mad shows to me that he's going to be a good king if he was king of Demon Realm. But it's like, do I have to? It's like, oh, yes you do. But I wanted to go to the beauty pageant. So that's a joke about that thing. Also, I want to know, how long are we going to keep up the joke about Goku misremembering Glorio's name? Just asking. It's not that difficult of a name to remember. But eventually, he agrees, and he's going to pick up the people. And then Goku kind of tells him where he needs to go. It's like, oh, do I need to go here? Ah, it's far, but fine, I'll go. However, how many people do I need to pick up? It's like about 4 or so of them. Alright, but I need a bigger ship. So the king tells his guards, steal a ship that's big enough. It's like, alright. So they go off to steal that ship. And then that guy's gonna pick them up. So we may not have to wait much longer for Jeets to be part of the Daima show. And then the gang aborts the ship, and also Panzy officially joins. And this is where we learn that she's good with machinery. But she officially joins the gang. And so they go off to Dragon Ball #1. And I thought this was where the episode was going to end. But we need kind of some trouble for episode 2. Because of the fact that they packed too much luggage, the ship instantly breaks and falls down. And that's how we end the episode. So yeah, overall, another fun episode. I like the fact that the plot is actually progressing. I had a big problem with that in the last episode, where it felt a lot more fillery. Here, it does not. We are moving along with the plot, and I'm very excited. I'm also happy that we finally met the king, and we got Goku Super Saiyan, which officially confirms that Goku can go Super Saiyan. To anyone who didn't watch the trailer, obviously. And I'm excited to see where we go from here. But what I'm even more excited about is that we may, sooner rather than later, have Vegeta back on the squad. Because I've been missing him. Because like in Dragon Ball GT, I don't really miss him necessarily, because he was never going to arrive. But Dragon Ball Daima promised Vegeta. And they have yet to have Vegeta here, and also Piccolo. And they have yet to have them here. However, who are the other ones? It's Vegeta and Piccolo. Oh, wait. Kabito and Bulma? Is Bulma gonna come too? Maybe she is. I don't know who number 4 is. But those are the 3, so I don't know who 4 is. I forgot, mate. It's been too long since episode 1. But I can't wait for them to arrive and join the team and have some fun antics between Goku and Vegeta. And potentially in the future, a fusion. Which I'm absolutely super excited about. But like I said, yes, I did very much enjoy this episode a lot more than the last one. Now then, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on episode 5 of Dragon Ball Daima, titled Panzy. Did you love it? Did you not? Tell me down below. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you're not already, turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out my Let's Play channel, link in the description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next week for another Daima review. Bye.